Hello, this is Delro, and I'm bringing you a shoutcast, Zerg versus Zerg. Um, I'm kind of a new player. Didn't really play StarCraft 1 too much. This is Shini, Zerg. I'm not sure how good he is, what league he's in, but this is just to show you. He does do a Zergling rush and what you can do against it. Now, I didn't play StarCraft 1. I played a little bit of Warcraft 3, just a little bit, and then I pretty much did a lot of pugs in Dota and all that, nothing too serious. Then I'd switch to World of Warcraft, all that, did some arena, and now on to StarCraft 2. Now, as we can see, he's going for a 6 pool, which is a very fast rush. I did face this exact same thing in the previous game, and I was not ready for it whatsoever. Honestly, I don't learn my lesson. I always go for the 10 to Overlord Extractor trick and get my pool after getting 3 more drones. Now, at this point in the game, he's just he doesn't even have 10 drones yet, but his spawning pool is almost 3/4 of the way done. Well, mine's not even up at this point, and I go ahead and get my extra drones and try to save up for a spawning pool. This is the exact same build order I go pretty much every single game of Zerg I play, regardless of what I'm facing or what I think might be coming. And I finally get my spawning pool down while his is finished at this point, and he's getting 3 pairs of Zerglings right now to go ahead and try to rush my base. I do a little bit of scouting, and honestly, obviously this drone's going to be taken down very quickly by these Zerglings, and I see what's coming. I can't believe he did a 6 pool, and he might possibly win because of this. And he's just sending his Zerglings across the map. At this point, I still don't even have my spawning pool 3/4 of the way done. And I'm just like, oh, what the hell am I gonna do? So I have the 3 larvae up. I'm only making 1 drone at a time at this point, trying to save up minerals so that I can build some defenses whenever the spawning pool is down. And I figure I might as well go for a queen as quickly as possible, and I do. And I accidentally make another queen due to spamming the button and not realizing how many minerals I use. And this is a real mistake, and he quickly cancels that. I micro my drones away to try to uh, not have so many losses, and I finally get some Zerglings out. And I go ahead and split my army up, and I just get us around on these Zerglings here, trying to kite these a little bit. Use my drones as tanks, even though drones are very precious. They do make very good tanks, as my Zerglings have less HP and they do a lot more damage, and I'd rather have drones die instead of Zerglings at this point. I get my queen out, and I still don't know that this extra queen's being made right now, but I will in a minute. I try to get some more static defenses down, but he is most likely gonna cancel. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and try to cancel this too. Actually, I think that I might. Yeah, yeah, I lost that, which is a real loss to me. I use my drones to tank and doodle this around while my queen does some damage, and I try to move my Zergling. Oh, his Zerglings are coming. What happened to my Zerglings? I think they just died. And another queen comes out, which is unexpected, but it actually turns out to help me a lot. And now, just still trying to macro up a little bit. I I still can't believe he's still trying to. These drones right here are very inefficient. My queens are blocking them. They're basically useless at that point. Very, very bad micro by me. But I still managed to get by with my 2 queens. Um, yeah, he's just trying to. I don't know what he's trying to do. But at this point, he's failed on every single Zergling attack. But if you look at the units, we're about even on the drone count. But while I'm a little bit ahead on my resource gathering. And he's gonna go ahead and try to put down some static defenses in case he gets a counter attack right now. And whenever you do a Zergling rush, you can try to improvise a little bit and then take up and get some gas or whatever. But it's probably best to try to keep on attacking if you can. And this is exactly what he does. He gets more Zerglings. At this point, I'm not going for a counterattack. I'm trying to just recover a little bit and macro up some economy of technology. I'm a little bit behind him on that extractor, but I'm still a little bit ahead. I stay ahead of him in the drone count a little bit throughout this. I go ahead and put down a Roach Warren because they're extremely good against Zerglings. And he's setting in another, looks like 8 Zerglings across the board. Try to get my overlords into position so that I can see anything that's incoming. I send the Zergling out here to do a little bit of scouting. And it looks like he might try to detect a T2 by getting this gas and just go straight Zerglings. He intercepts my Zergling, but I do scout the fact that he's gonna go ahead and try to attack right now. Look at the production tab. Production, come on. Where is it? Sorry. Okay, he's still just macroing up, and so am I. I go ahead and move my drones out of there as I don't want them to be killed. My Zerglings do pop up. I guess I had Zerglings in the group the whole time or something like that. But if you look at the units, I have 19 drones over his 16 drones, 2 queens, and 5 Zerglings right now. I think yep, he's going for more Zerglings, and he's going to go ahead and research that metabolic boost. And looks like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tech up to a layer to get the technological advantage. And at this point, I feel pretty confident that I can recover. I have 22 drones to his 15 drones now. If you look at the armies, his army's very small and mine is as well. But he does have Zerg. If his micro is a little bit better, he might be able to do a little bit more damage. But at this point, there's not really anything he can do against me unless he techs up a little bit, which is what he's doing. He's going to go ahead and get that lair, and I'm way ahead of him at that point, and I'm going to put down some spine crawlers for some extra static defense so I can continue to macro up my economy and technology. And he's going to go ahead and try to move out for some more Zerglings again. Looking at the resources or the income, I'm way ahead of him, but his gas is a little bit ahead because he's got an extra extractor and I don't. But I know that I don't need the extra extractor right now. And I go ahead and put down a quick hydrogen as he's still taking his layer, and I get that extra expansion, and he doesn't see it. And I try to move those spine crawlers down there. I see the Zerglings, so he should not be going after my spine crawlers with these Zerglings. He should just rush in and try to get my drones, but he doesn't. And the 2 queens and 4 Zerglings and 2 spine crawlers are going to easily ward off these Zerglings here. He's going to go for the extractor. Very bad idea. Going to go for the Hydra instead. Also a bad idea. He ends up losing all of these Zerglings for no reason whatsoever, except for maybe getting a little bit of scouting information. Okay. If you look at the units, he is actually now ahead of me